Hi everyone, my name is Shannon and this is my channel The Sewing Warehouse, where I talk to you about my dressmaking journey. So today I have a Friday Sews vlog for you, and for people that have been following me will know that it has been a while since I've put a vlog out. I am getting married in a few weeks, and I had an exam, and work was busy, so I've just been kind of too stressed to have the right mindset to vlog, basically. But things are, getting ready now. My exam's out of the way. Work's been little bit less busy, and well, the wedding's close now, so most things have been done. So I can finally say, okay, I'm good to vlog. So that's why I'm here today. So even though I have not been vlogging much, I have been sewing. So I have lots and lots of things to catch up with you on, and I will do that. But first, this got delivered this morning. So I'm just going to open it now because I can't contain myself any longer. So I'm just gonna open it with you. Let's see. Obviously don't want to cut anything, so I'm just gonna be careful. I think this is working. Probably should have cut this before I started feeling too big. There we go. That was easy. Alright. Maybe not easy. There we go. I always try to not look. Oh, I feel the bubble. So for those of you who don't know, I subscribe to the Little Miss Sew and Sew subscription box, the All Set to Sew special box, in which I get a pattern, 2.5 to 3 meters of fabric, all the notions, matching thread, and the sewing gift for £45 a month. You can sew up via the Little Miss Sew and Sew website. There's also a Sew special subscription box, which is £60 a month, and you get, I think, the same, but you get designer fabric, so you pay a little bit more. The nice thing about the Little Miss Sew and Sew subscription box is that you can choose to know what you're going to get. So at the first of the month you get an email, and it will give you some fabric options and some pattern options, like a woven or a stretch, and you can choose which one you want. I don't do that, so for me it is a surprise what is in this box. So I don't know, and I'm trying not to look. I'm trying to get every little bit out piece by piece, so no looking. Oh, a wrist pin cushion. That's nice. It's nice and big. So this goes, it's an elastic, it goes around your waist, and then you can put all the pins, around your waist, around your wrist, and you can put all the pins in. So that's nice. Alright, what else do I feel? Oh, I feel paper. Oh, the woven choice. So my last box was a stretch one. I had this really nice pink background, but with animal print on it in white and red and stuff. And it was a jersey, and it came with a pattern to sew over it. Marnie, I think it is Marnie cardigan, Marley, something like that. but I've decided to make it into a Chilean buttons billy instead. It's already cut out, I just have to sew it up. Alright, so this has a little bit of a description of the box, which is for the first time they're doing it, so that's nice. I'm gonna read that when I'm done. Oh, ooh, this is nice. Ooh, this is the pattern, and it comes in this like really nice bag. It's the Seasons of East. I've never heard of them. Summer in New York. I think it's a dress. It looks really, really nice. Summer in New York is an elegant midi-length dress. Darts and tucks are used to create a beautiful silhouette, whilst the loose white sleeves make this the perfect dress for warm summer days and evenings. Secured at the side with a concealed zip, this is an ideal project for an intermediate sewer. Ah. Oh, that means I need to get a concealed zip for my Janome machine because I gave my Singer machine away. I really like this. It comes in a bag. How cute is that? So nice. It has this, oh, print of New York on it. That is so cute. Printed instructions. Like, this feels super loose. I do not. Look at that. Oh, it looks really, really nice. Seasons of East, an independent sewing pattern company based in London. Nice. I've never heard of these people. Do you think they'd be new? A new company, maybe. I don't know. It's very like it feels very luxe. I imagine this would be an expensive pattern because, like, wow. So the pattern comes in sizes 8 to 26 with measurements in inches, a bust of a 33 to 52 and a half, waist 26 to 45 and a half, and the hip 37 to 56 and a half. Nice. So it's more loose fitted around the bust, and then the hip is only 1 inch, I should say, 1 inch of ease. So that's quite tight fitting. Wow. I'm very impressed by this pattern. Alright, sorry you guys. Let's move on to the fabric, or whatever else is in here. There's a zip. It's a white zip, but it's concealed, so I guess it doesn't really say that much. And this color thread, so this is like a royal blue color, which I love royal blue, so here's it. Oh, it feels more kind of like a jersey soft than anything else. It's funny. Oh, you guys, look at this. Look at this. Wow. This is so nice. Does it say what it is? Fabrics. Okay, I don't think it says actually. There's no info on it. Oh, this is really nice. I really like this. So I guess it's a viscose from what I'm reading here on this thing. It doesn't feel, it's like a viscose. Maybe it's like a viscose linen mix, I think. But it's really nice. I really, really like this. So I must say, this is the first box that I've got since subscribing that I'm really impressed with. So I am really happy. I'm really happy. I will make this for sure. This will go in the washing machine. Yeah, I like this. Alright, finally found it. So it's, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely like a linen viscose. It's not 100% viscose, I don't think. But I could be wrong, you know? Who am I? Alright, anyway, let's move on. Because we've got loads and loads more to discuss. But that was my box. So thank you, ladies from Little Miss So and So. I am really happy with this. Alright. What else have I been making? So I think the last time I vlogged I was making the Blanca flight suit. And I really thought that was going to be like a complicated pattern and it was going to take me a couple of weeks to finish it, but actually I finished it in 2 days. There's loads of steps and loads of pattern pieces, but because the instructions are so good, actually you just fly through it. I had no issues, everything was easy, everything was very clear, I understood everything. So yes, I finished it in 2 days and I am so happy with the result. Like, I'm obsessed. Obviously I can't wear it anymore because I made the long sleeved and long leg one, so it's not suitable for summer, but that's okay. I have worn it a few times before packing it away. So yeah, I think I will definitely make a short sleeved, short leg version, like a summer version at some point. Probably not this year, but next year, because I really love wearing it and I think it looks great. I will make more long versions as well, because I just made a plain one, but obviously I want one with a bright print as well because I love prints. So I will definitely do that. I didn't really make any adjustments. I did at first make a high rise adjustment, but I calculated it wrong, or I got confused because I measured the top of the leg as the waist, but it's not. So I then had to reverse the adjustment that I made because it was fine the way it was. So I need to remember that for next time. No adjustments. And for you as well, if you want to make the Blanca flight suit, just know that the natural waist is on the bodice piece and not on the trouser piece where you would normally think it is. So you need to make sure that when you do measure your rise, that you do measure it to the waist point and not to the trouser point, basically. So that is my tip for all of you. And I will pop a picture of my Blanca flight suit right here next to me so you can see how amazing I feel in it. Then the next thing I made is I self-drafted a skirt. And this was my first time self-drafting something, and I am very happy with the result. Obviously I trialed it a couple of times, but ultimately I cut into the fabric I bought for it from Minerva, and I made a box pleat skirt, and I'm really happy with how it looks. It could be a little bit tighter around the waist, but I figured I'm tucking my shirt in, and I made it for my bachelorette party, so I figured we were probably gonna eat loads of things, so I want a little bit of these, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it stays on, it fits, it's fine. You don't see that it's too big. I do think it could just be a little bit tighter. And the nice thing is, which I didn't know, but for my bachelorette party, we did a photo shoot. So I have some really nice pictures of me in my self-made outfit. So that's nice. And then, oh, what else did I do? I did a pattern test for a new company. I was very honored to be asked by Notches, a new Dutch pattern company, to pattern test their first pattern, the Billy. And the Billy is a very versatile pattern. So it's a maxi dress, a midi dress, a mini dress, and a top. And you've got all these options for the sleeves, and for the neckline and everything. So it's extremely versatile pattern, and I really easy make, and I really enjoyed it. I made a maxi dress version, with the slit on the side in a viscose jersey that I bought from Jenny Stitches. And the fabric is amazing. I really like it. It's super flowy, super light, it's super nice for summer, but like the print of the fabric is really, really nice. It was really easy to sew with. I bought some red ribbing to go with it, so I just have the neckline and the sleeve cuffs in red ribbing. And I think I sewed it in like 2 hours from cutting to wearing it, so it was really easy to do. So yeah, I would recommend to go and check them out. I will put a link for the pattern below, so we could go and check them out and give them some support, as I know the sewing community is always very supportive of new people joining in. So then my next challenge was making the McCall's M6044, which is a men's shirt. And I made like a summer shirt, so a short sleeved version, kind of like a loose fitting version. And it was my first time sewing a men's shirt, so it was definitely a challenge. And obviously, I was making it for my fiance, so you want it to be extra good. Making for someone else is always a bit more stressful, I guess. But yeah, I trialed it. We weren't really happy with how the trial was, but we made some adjustments, or I made some adjustments, and the shirt was actually very perfect. And he's very proud wearing it, and I love seeing it. So yeah, the instructions, I guess for a big four, they were pretty good. At some points they were difficult to follow, but once you've done it once and you understand how it is, then it's easy to do it the next time. But obviously they're not they're not instructions for beginners, but I guess a shirt is not a beginner's project either, so that's fine. Didn't take me too much effort to figure them out, so yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I made the shirt in this cotton seersucker from Fabrics Galore. We accidentally bought 6 meters of it, and I used like 1.5. So I've got like 4.5 meters left of cotton seersucker, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But yeah, we'll see. I think my fiance, he wants some matching shorts and a blazer, so that's for next year. It's like I can't do that this year before we go on holiday anyway. So yeah, we'll see what we do with the fabric. It is nice fabric, so that is good. And then my latest make is I made the Bellem shorts by Maison Vauve, and I actually have them right here. They're I mean, I guess they're finished-ish. I'm not happy with them just yet. I think that the trouser legs are too wide, so I just wanna, yeah, they make my legs look really big. Words are difficult. So yeah, and I think maybe well, not for this one, but for the next one, I'll shorten them and make a bigger um, leg cuff. I think. Um, so what did I think of these? I think they look really nice in the pictures. I do not agree with the construction in a lot of points, so I will be doing that differently on the next one. Also, the instructions were pretty bad. You would think like that an independent pattern company, the instructions would be better than Big Four, but they weren't. Um, Also, they're French, and what they did is they have the same booklet for the French and the English instructions, but they just have French on one side and English on the other side, and the pictures in the middle. But for one bit, they completely skipped the instructions in English, and they just instead had two paragraphs the same. So they repeated two paragraphs in English, where in French the instructions were different. So you're missing a whole bit of instructions, which was, at first I was just like, what is going on here? I'm feeling like I am missing so many steps. Turns out I did. So I then had to translate all the French into English so that I can then actually do the steps. So that was a bit annoying. Also, at some points the construction is just really, really weird, and I was just like, why would you do it like that? Why would you make it yourself so difficult? I guess, with like this, what was it? The side seams and then the front waistband. It was just, yeah, it's just weird, in my opinion. I do also think I would recommend sizing down on these as well, because they fall a little bit big. Or I guess you could cut the elastic a bit shorter. I think that's what I'm going to do rather than tracing out a whole different size again. I'm just going to cut the elastic a bit shorter because, yeah, they fit a little bit too big on the waist. Also, what what I didn't realize, when I saw the pictures, the back pockets are fake. So there's that as well. You do have front pockets. They are real. They are a little bit tiny, or I mean tiny. They're too small for my liking. But all in all, I think they're wearable. I just need to put the hook and eye on here. I did, for the very first time, make a successful zip fly, which I'm pretty happy about how that turned out. It looks pretty neat. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make these in denim as well. Yeah, and then I'll just make it a bit shorter. What I thought about the leg cuff, for me it was odd. Okay, so you have to, the bellum pattern comes in trousers and shorts. So they have you like basically cut out the leg normally, and then they say you have to draw the leg cuff on to the shorts basically. So they have just one pattern piece for legs and one you just have a shorter line, and then you draw the leg cuff, but you draw out. So you have to leg like this, and then the cuff goes like out like that. And then they say you have to roll it in. But obviously you then have more fabric going out, and then you have to roll that in. So yeah, it didn't really. So it gave me some tucks, which I mean, I think that obvious that would happen if you have more fabric. It has to go into less fabric. But maybe I just did something wrong. But I thought the constructions on the lug cuff was really weird as well, because first you overlook the edge, then you fold them wrong sides together, you stitch that, and then you fold it right sides together, and then you stitch it again. Which I think it would just be neater if you just roll it up right sides together twice, because then you have the concealed raw edge. So I didn't really understand why they did it like that, or why there was a specific reason for that. So just things like that, that just made no sense to me. Also, like first you there's two parts of the front waistband, rather than having like a double waistband and folding it together. You actually sew two pieces together to then fold them over the as the waistband. But you first attach one part of the front waistband, then you sew the side seams, and then you attach the other part of the waistband, then you fold it over and understitch it, and then somehow it had to line up with the back, because the back piece is already attached, fold over before you sew the side seam. It's just things like that just baffle my mind. Like, why do you make it so difficult for yourself? Why do you not just first attach the waistband completely and then sew the side seams? Like, it didn't compute with me. But anyway, it's done. Just have to make some small adjustments, and I might do that today, because I think I want to wear it tomorrow as we're going to the tennis. But yeah, anyway, let's talk sewing plans now. I have been like batch preparing some sewing projects. So I have cut out the hinterland dress, which has been cut out for a couple months now. Just, yeah, didn't have a reason to sew it up yet. I have a billy cut out. I don't think I have anything else cut out anymore, because I cut out this. I have traced the Cisco dress. And I have washed the fabric. I just need to cut it out. And I am making, first of all, my very next project will be, hopefully I'll finish it before the end of June, the So Fruity challenge. So I bought this really nice double gauze with watermelons from First for Fabrics. It's all washed and ready to go. I am making a blouse, and I have not yet traced the pattern, because it comes in a magazine, so it's printed without seam allowance, and so I have ordered something really nice that's going to help me trace the patterns, and I was just waiting for it to arrive before I started tracing it, and then obviously I was away again. So but yeah, I ordered the Generates seam circles, and I think they're really cool. So they look like this. This is the 1.5 centimeter size one, and what you do is you just put this next to the line of the pattern, you put your pen in here and you just trace, and it automatically adds 1.5 centimeters or whatever it is that you want. Got 1 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 0.5 centimeter. Look how tiny! Look how tiny it is! Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using those. And I also, I bought them because I've got a lot of, oh, it needs to focus on me now. Whoop. It's not focusing anymore because there we go. All right, so because I've got a lot of magazine patterns that I want to make, so it will make it easier to trace, plus also if I want to do more drafting, so if I'm gonna do that, it just makes it easier to to add seam allowance rather than having to measure every little point. So yeah, and Jem's also very nice to give me one of these. So obviously that will go in some, probably in this project because it'll be the first one I used. But anyway, it comes to this really nice box as well. It's very handy. So that is, I recommend those. She sends them out really quickly as well. Mine were sent out the next day. However, they did not arrive for a very long time. I then messaged Jen and she sent me out new ones, and obviously they arrived together. So I sent one back to her. And so yeah, she was very helpful with that, which was really nice. Another thing that I have been using a lot lately that I ordered some time ago is this one. This is my new best friend. So I was always struggling because I have a pin cushion next to my machine, but I then pin on the ironing board because it's higher and it's just more comfortable to pin. So I would take my pins that were on the ironing board and I would put them in the pin cushion by the machine, and then by some time I would just run out of pins. But now I'm always carrying those with me. So yeah, I just put this on my wrist and it's magnetic and I just carry all the pins with me. And I love this little tool. I love this little tool. So yeah. Yeah, and I think that is about it for me for today. Hopefully I will see you again sometime soon. I do have some plans for videos. I have filmed my whole process of my self-drafted skirt, and I will put that out to you very soon. And also some other plans that I want to share with you. So I will keep you posted. Watch this space. And if you liked my video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. For now, let's go sew.